Gamification is a way to engineer the real world by arranging contingencies to bring out game playing and gamefulness in context that occurs normally. The main aim of gamification is to motivate or help an individual or group of individuals to voluntarily adhere to artificially produced rules with the intended consequence to modify behavior in a non coercive manner. Clear goals and other end conditions. Direct impact on the game or outcome and results, meaning a player's behavior directly alters the characteristics of the outcome or the process of attaining the outcome. A player's behavior must be voluntary. Coercion cannot work. Player buy in is self initialized. Coercive behavior could lead to malicious compliance and a perversion of intended results. Most resources see benefit in gamification. Most sources see benefit in gamification. Most thought it was a short term benefit only, but long term it has been proven to be beneficial. Different types of game design elements can be utilized. For example, like points, badges, or performance graphs. For points, basic elements of a multitude of games and gamified applications. Badges for visual representations of achievements. Performance graphs, often used in simulation or strategy games, provide information about the player's performance compared to their performance in a previous game. In the podcast, they did say that there's not much research done by this so far, but it appears that different aspects of gamification actually affect different motivational outcomes. Self determination theory and psychological need, satisfaction, are suitable concepts of investigating the effects of different aspects of gamification. It does seem to affect behavior. With this being what students respond to today, the question is how to bring it into the classroom with a positive outcome. And on a personal note, my first year of teaching in middle school, we used a gamification system, and I saw a definite improvement on gamified rules about class performance, note taking, preparedness, and just general overall PBIS or positive behavior intervention systems or solutions, depending on which book you're reading. For a while, it did seem to have a positive effect. Student engagement was very high at first, but waned as teacher buy-in of the system dropped off. Not all the teachers kept up with the program, is what happened. That's also something that should be taken into account with gamifying something, is that both the participant and, in our situation, the teacher needs to keep up with the program. And I didn't also notice not all the students were on board with the game, but we didn't expect 100% participation on its first year of implementation. It was actually a lot of fun. We had a point system where, like, if they came to class prepared, they got like 1 point. If they read out loud, they got another point. If they got a B on an assignment, they got 2 points. If they got an A, they got 5 points or 3 points or whatever. We never took away points. We felt that would have been, too harsh and just negative. We wanted this to be a positive thing. And when they accumulated a certain amount of points, they could give us a little sheet of paper that said, I want one Snickers bar, and that'll cost them like 5 points. And then I also want a bottle of flavored water that was 3 points. And that would say they had 10 points. They would subtract, the 8 from, or 7 or whatever the numbers I used, and subtract it from the 10 points. And those two extra points or 3 extra points would carry over the next week. And that's where a lot of the teachers, wow, off script. Anyways, that's where a lot of the teacher buy-in waned off, is when they had to keep up with all that. I loved it. It was my first year teaching. I had a hard time with my classroom management, as you probably could imagine. I did everything I could to keep those students engaged and actively positive and participating. I loved it. I was sad that all the teachers didn't do it. By about 2 or 3 weeks before the Rona hit, that was when we did this. The teachers stopped doing it. I was pretty disappointed. Overall, though, gamification, I've had some real world first experience with it. It's great. It takes a lot of energy, but I think it is well worth it.